Its unique location is not the sole reason that the picturesque town of Lindos has become known as one of the most fascinating locations on the Greek island of Rhodes. Its narrow, intimate lanes are flanked by 350-year-old houses, the former residences of captains, ship owners, and wealthy traders. During the Ottoman period, Lindos was one of the country's most important seaports. It still has a strong association with the sea, as do the cultural treasures of this enchanting town. Its architecture was influenced by numerous styles, such as the old village school that dates back to the neoclassical period. In the middle of a maze of beautiful lanes is the tall bell tower of the Byzantine Panagia Church. But the village's most famous site is situated above the village. The road to the Acropolis provides plenty of opportunities for a magnificent view across the rooftops of Lindos. Main Beach and Pias Beach, located at the bottom of the rock, are also visible. For several hundreds of years, this scenically impressive mountain has been crowned by a powerful fortress of the Johanniter. It was here that the Byzantines built their first castle. In antiquity, the 120-meter-high rock with its splendid view across the land, town, sea and sky was irresistible. In the early 7th century BC, a wooden temple dedicated to the goddess Athena Lindia was built here. However, it was later destroyed by fire. Today, the well-preserved walls of the Knights of St. John of Jerusalem fortress surround the ruins of the ancient Acropolis. Construction of the sanctuaries was carried out from the 4th to the 1st century BC. Today, only 2 proud columns have survived the former splendor of this temple that probably also served as a shelter for the inhabitants of the ancient Lindos. The Knights of St. John of Jerusalem recognized the important strategic value of the rock. Its sturdy walls date back to the 14th and 15th centuries. In the course of time, the Knights gradually extended the fortress. However, in 1522, it was taken over by the Turks without a struggle. In subsequent centuries, the ancient fortress fell into disrepair, although the Turks retained a small military presence here until 1844. historic buildings seemed to be forgotten forever, until at the beginning of the 20th century, Danish archaeologists began their first excavations. Between 1902 and 1914, scientists discovered the remains of 80 cisterns within Lindos Acropolis. Today, part of the splendid and original Stoa, an 87-metre-long columned hall, can still be seen. Italian scientists continued the former excavation work of the Danes. Thus, further sections of the ancient temple were reconstructed. However, the Acropolis was important not only for those of ancient Greek religious belief, but also for those of the Christian faith. According to legend, the Apostle Paul came ashore beneath the temple in 51 AD. Shortly after this, the people turned away from the ancient gods. The castle church of the Knights of St. John of Jerusalem, that dates back to the 13th century, is the only Christian building that remains. The Great Staircase, however, was built earlier. Its shoreline location, as well as the beauty of the town, plus its combination of medieval buildings and ancient ruins, all add up to why Lindos is such a popular destination. Each year, around 500,000 visitors travel to Rhodes, fascinated by its wonderful history. The island's donkeys are kept busy for most of the day, and in the hot summer months, this is the most comfortable way to travel from the Acropolis to the village. Apart from the excavated remains of the temple on the rock, there are only a few additional remnants of ancient times. Lindos. Its time as a great sea power that possessed its own colonies in the Mediterranean is gone. Nevertheless, the enchanting atmosphere of this special place can still be experienced today.